The mechanics of human attraction often operate beneath our conscious awareness, shaping our interactions and relationships in profound ways. Today, we're delving into the psychological principles that transform mere interest into unwavering fascination. Forget the tired advice about confidence or playing hard to get. We're exploring the nuanced realms of human behavior that create an irresistible allure. These 10 unspoken rules will revolutionize how others perceive and respond to you, unlocking your innate charisma and fostering genuine, deep connections. 1. Mastering intermittent reinforcement. Imagine being the source of someone's favorite neurochemical rush. That's the power of intermittent reinforcement, a principle uncovered by psychologist B.F. Skinner. It's not about constant availability or playing mind games, but about creating a pattern of engagement that keeps others intrigued and coming back for more. By varying your responses and availability naturally, you create an unpredictable yet addictive interaction pattern. Some days, be fully present and engaged, diving deep into conversations and shared experiences. Other times, be more reserved or take longer to respond. This unpredictability triggers a dopamine-driven anticipation loop in the brain, making interactions with you a thrilling, rewarding experience. The key is to let this variation happen organically, reflecting your genuine rhythms and availability rather than following a calculated plan. As you become more aware of your natural patterns, you can subtly adjust them to create a more engaging dynamic, always keeping others guessing and eager for more. 2. The Pygmalion Effect. Consider the story of Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with his own creation. In psychology, the Pygmalion Effect describes how our expectations of others can become self-fulfilling prophecies. By genuinely believing in someone's potential and subtly communicating that belief, you set in motion a powerful transformative process. People naturally rise or fall to meet the expectations placed upon them, often without realizing it. When you consistently see and nurture the best in others, you become a catalyst for their growth and a mirror reflecting their highest potential. This isn't about empty flattery or unrealistic praise. Instead, it's about developing a keen eye for untapped potential and nascent abilities in those around you. As you begin to notice these hidden strengths, find ways to subtly encourage their development. Your unwavering faith in their capabilities will gradually seep into their own self-perception, motivating them to strive harder and achieve more. Over time, you become an indispensable source of inspiration and support, someone they increasingly want to be around. 3. The Michelangelo Phenomenon. Michelangelo famously said that he saw his role not as creating sculptures, but as freeing the figures already within the marble. This beautiful metaphor captures the essence of the Michelangelo phenomenon in relationships, a concept studied by psychologists Carol Rusbolt and Eli Finkel. We are inexorably drawn to those who help us become our ideal selves, who see the potential within us, and actively support our growth towards that vision. By recognizing and nurturing the aspirations of others, you become more than just a friend or partner. You become a crucial ally in their journey of self-actualization. This goes beyond mere support or encouragement. It involves actively creating opportunities for growth, gently challenging limiting beliefs, and celebrating every step of progress. When you engage someone in a deep discussion about their dreams and ambitions, listen intently for the underlying desires and motivations. Then, look for concrete ways to help them progress towards that vision, no matter how small the steps may seem. By consistently showing up as someone who not only believes in their potential, but actively helps them realize it, you create a uniquely powerful bond. You become not just a presence in their life, but a transformative force they won't want to be without. 4. The Pratfall Effect. While perfection may be admirable, it's our flaws and vulnerabilities that truly forge deep connections. Psychologist Elliot Aronson's research on the Pratfall Effect revealed a counterintuitive truth. Individuals perceived as highly competent become more likable when they make a minor mistake or show a moment of vulnerability. This doesn't mean intentionally sabotaging yourself or playing dumb. Rather, it's about embracing and occasionally sharing your authentic human imperfections. When you allow others to see your struggles, acknowledge your missteps, or find humor in your own shortcomings, you become more relatable and, paradoxically, more appealing. This vulnerability creates a sense of trust and intimacy that perfectionism never could. It gives others permission to be imperfect too, fostering a deeper, more authentic connection. The key is to balance this openness with your established competence. Share stories of your recent missteps or embarrassing moments, especially in group settings, where others might be feeling pressure to appear flawless. As you do this, watch how the dynamic shifts. You'll likely notice others becoming more relaxed, open, and drawn to your authentic presence. 5. The misattribution of arousal. Have you ever noticed how intense situations seem to accelerate bonding between people? This phenomenon isn't mere coincidence, it's the misattribution of arousal at work, a fascinating quirk of human psychology. When we're physiologically aroused, experiencing an increased heart rate, perspiration, or heightened senses, we often misattribute these sensations to the people around us, intensifying our emotional connections. This explains why couples often fall in love in high-stakes or adrenaline-pumping situations. You can ethically harness this principle by creating shared experiences that naturally elevate heart rates and emotional engagement. This doesn't mean putting anyone in danger, but rather seeking out activities that get the blood pumping and the senses heightened. Engage in adrenaline-inducing activities like rock climbing or ziplining, participate in intense intellectual debates on passionate topics, or share emotionally stirring experiences like watching a powerful film or attending a live concert. The physiological response creates an emotional resonance that the brain associates with your presence, strengthening the bond between you. As you plan your interactions, think about ways to elevate the emotional and physical engagement. Propose activities that challenge comfort zones, spark passionate discussions, or create a sense of shared adventure. 6. The Zynic Effect. Our minds have a peculiar relationship with unfinished business. Psychologist Bluma Zygarnik discovered that people remember uncompleted tasks better than completed ones, a phenomenon now known as the Zynic Effect. This cognitive quirk can be a powerful tool in becoming unforgettable to others. By strategically leaving things unresolved, you create a lingering presence in someone's thoughts. This isn't about being evasive or playing games, but about thoughtfully crafting your interactions to leave room for anticipation and curiosity. Become a master of the conversational cliffhanger. Share personal anecdotes or ideas in installments, leaving your listener eager to hear the rest. End conversations on a high note with a promise of more to come, perhaps a teaser about a story you'll finish next time, or a question you'll answer in your next meeting. This creates a sense of unfinished business that keeps you on their mind. In your personal narrative, maintain an air of intrigue by hinting at future plans or projects without fully revealing all the details. This doesn't mean being secretive, but rather letting information unfold gradually, always leaving them curious about what's coming next. 7. The Bot Mhof Phenomenon. Have you ever learned a new word only to suddenly hear it everywhere? This is the Bot Mhof Phenomenon, also known as frequency illusion, at play. Once your brain becomes aware of something, it's primed to notice it more frequently, creating an illusion of sudden omnipresence. You can leverage this fascinating quirk of perception to create a sense of your own omnipresence in someone's thoughts. The key is to associate yourself with specific ideas, phrases, or even objects that the person is likely to encounter regularly. This isn't about manipulation, but about creating mental anchors that naturally bring you to mind throughout their day. Choose unique phrases or concepts and weave them regularly into your conversations. It could be a particular way of describing emotions, a metaphor you often use, or a specific perspective on life. As these elements begin to appear in their own language and thoughts, you create a special shared lexicon that strengthens your connection. You might also associate yourself with certain objects or experiences, a type of flower, a genre of music, or a particular location in your city. When they encounter these things in their daily life, it will create a subtle reminder of you. Over time, this creates a sense that you're a constant, positive presence in their world, even when you're not physically there. 8. The peak end rule. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman's research on the peak end rule revealed a crucial insight into how we form memories of experiences. Our overall impression of an event is disproportionately influenced by two key moments: the peak, the most intense point, whether positive or negative, and the end. This principle is crucial for leaving a lasting, positive impression in all your interactions. Instead of trying to make every moment perfect, focus on creating standout peak moments of connection or excitement. These could be moments of shared laughter, a touching gesture of thoughtfulness, or an exhilarating shared experience. Even more critically, Be intentional about how you conclude your encounters. A powerful, positive ending can eclipse any mediocre moments that came before, coloring the entire memory of the interaction. This might involve ending a date with a meaningful conversation that sparks reflection, concluding a work meeting with an inspiring call to action, or saying goodbye to a friend with a heartfelt expression of appreciation. By consciously crafting these peak and end moments, you ensure that the lasting impression you leave is one of positivity, depth, and meaning. People will associate you with these high points and satisfying conclusions, eagerly anticipating their next interaction with you. 9. The Benjamin Franklin Effect. Benjamin Franklin once employed a counterintuitive strategy to win over a political rival. He asked to borrow a rare book from the man's library. This seemingly small request led to a thawing of relations and eventually a lifelong friendship. This anecdote illustrates a profound psychological principle now known as the Ben Franklin Effect. Contrary to our intuitions, it's not our kindness to others that makes them like us more, but rather their kindness to us. When we do a favor for someone, our brain justifies this action by assuming we must like them, increasing our affinity for them. This cognitive dissonance resolution demonstrates how our actions shape our attitudes, not just the other way around. You can ethically harness this principle by allowing others to help you in small, genuine ways. This isn't about taking advantage of people, but about creating opportunities for them to invest in your relationship. When someone assists you, they subconsciously increase their commitment to and liking of you. Start by identifying small, authentic ways others could help you, perhaps advice in their area of expertise, a book recommendation, or assistance with a minor task. Make the request thoughtfully and express sincere gratitude afterwards. This not only makes the other person feel valued for their knowledge or skills, but also deepens their investment in your success and well-being. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.